This is your weekly IUP TV News Bulletin. My name is Trent Gross. Summer season brings us joy with plants and vegetables beginning to sprout. You'll harvest tasty and fresh vegetables during this season. I visited my grandparents' garden near York and talked to family and friends on how it's like to grow their own food. Here's the story.
Growing your own garden can be overwhelming to newcomers. However, all it takes is a willingness to learn the demands of your plants and give them the attention that they need.
It's not too hard, but the beginning, like setting up the dirt, setting up your garden, if it's above ground, below ground, that's the hard part. Going to get plants, that's the fun part. And then you just have to water them. You have to give them so much water every single day. Even if there's a drought, if it's raining a bunch, you still have to water them a bunch.
Growing your own produce can offer a variety of different benefits. When you grow your own garden, you burn calories digging around and are rewarded with produce that is guaranteed to be pesticide-free. On top of that, you won't have to spend as much money on groceries. As with all living things, there are conditions that must be met in order for flourishment.
You need to fertilize your ground, have good ground to put your stuff in. Clay is not a very good ground to plant your things. You gotta wait till the weather is fit, unless you plant early crops like peas and cabbage can take some frost. Corn, tomatoes, etc. Frost isn't good for those unless you put them under plastic.
Gardening is not limited to strictly produce. Herbs can be beneficial to your health in multiple ways. Try planting some basil, mint, or sage. Along with the many options for garden plants, flowering and foliage plants provide a beautiful sight. Gardening can be hard work. It all depends on the care requirements of the plants and what you want out of them. This has been Trent Gross with IUP TV.
Earlier this week, we ran a story about the NBA and the responses from some of the players in terms of changes needed within the organization. The next story is still about the NBA, combined with NFL athletes on the type of changes needed in those sports. Marvin June has a story.
Despite Matt Barnes not completely agreeing with Kyrie Irving, many players stand with Kyrie and do believe this is something that needs to be done, regardless of how bad players want to play. NBA superstar LeBron James tweets a demand for change, but struggles with what to demand because so much needs to change. But first, starting with our right to vote. NBA player Kyle Korver also stated that if my black teammates and friends and brothers feel like the best way to go about real change is to not play, then I stand with them.
First off, I'm gonna say I'm with the players not wanting to play and wanting to protest. You know, not only there's a pandemic out there, there's racial inequality out there, there's injustice for black people out there, there's police brutality out there for black people, and for the NBA to be majority black and for us to keep playing for them, you know, just keep making them money. I'm not approving of that, you know. I'm with change. If the change is not seeing my favorite player play, so be it.
Not only does this generate statements and support from NBA players, but also from NFL players as well, dating back to when Colin Kaepernick took a knee in highlight of police brutality and racial injustice. It is enlightening seeing so much support from different athletes. It really shows how united many of us can be, regardless of race, color, and regardless of what organization is being talked about. This puts a lot of pressure on not only the NBA, but also the WNBA and the NFL. Will we see change in the near future? How will this argument affect sports? This is Marvin June reporting for IUP TV News.
College often gives us ideas on what to do when we graduate. While some choose to work in professions closely related to their majors, others choose a rather different yet creative way for their career. Our reporter, Karen, spent some time to visit an alum from the comm department, Michael Brown, who is currently working as a music producer. Here's the story.
Every day is a good day for Michael Brown when he's producing something. After he graduated from IUP in 2019 for comm media, Michael has been working passionately on all types of projects. Being a music producer might not have been his first goal. Who would have known that this new path is his real passion in life?
It's fun. I like it. I enjoy it. I have a lot of fun doing it. I've learned a lot, and it's definitely very interesting dealing with different artists. Technically, I'm still perfecting my craft, but for me to get good enough to where I feel like I can, shop it around to people and everything like that, it took about 2.5 years. I started doing this like my junior year of college. COVID has extremely hindered a lot of stuff that was happening, just from pushing back the album I had just worked on by almost like a couple months. We are behind on videos now, so like it's been definitely a struggle.
Many musicians and entertainers had to face obstacles during this time, like The Weeknd having to cancel his world tour and Coachella being postponed.
The hardest part is definitely producer's block. Like I deal with it sometimes, but I'm able to kind of work past it. Like I finally got to the point where like I don't have to feel inspired to, make, a beat. Other than producer's block, dealing with artists and, people who don't respect you on a business aspect of things, that's definitely very annoying. But, you work past that. As far as music-wise, I, do hip-hop music, R&B music. I also direct and shoot videos as well. So like I do music videos, so I produce music videos as well. And I also, do photography too. And all of these are skills that I picked up through my time at IUP, so yeah.
Despite the challenges, Michael has made sure to use this quarantine usefully by working on projects from home.
We just released an album called Route 14. It's by an artist named Bless Watson. So I produced 7 out of the 10 cuts on there, and I also did the artwork on it as well. And I did the main video for it as well. So it was a project to where I was able to kind of flex all of my creative muscles at the same time. Depends on what I'm doing. Music videos really doesn't. The turnaround is like about a week and a half, depending on what type of effects and everything like that, and with the day's workload. Beats, I can kind of finish a beat, start to finish in about an hour and a half. Photography, that's quick, do a little hour-long shoot. Probably takes about 2 hours to, edit pictures and everything like that. But it's bigger video projects, like I do week by week, I record my friend's podcast and, post it to YouTube for them and everything like that. That takes some time because they have long episodes and very big video files. It kind of just came, honestly, but, kind of how things work out. You just see, you have skills, you see opportunity to where you can use them, and you just kind of go for it. Like, I just went for it. And, I'm still working. I'm still, trying to find new people to work with and, get better at what I do. But it's working out pretty well so far. Pretty much everything so far is there's been a lot of emails, a lot of word of mouth, a lot of social media, definitely connection through people.
For those who want to follow his path, Michael has a few suggestions for you.
Just be patient. Do what you do every day, or at least do something to further it as far as get better and everything.
Be sure to be on the lookout for Michael Brown. This is Karan Thomas reporting for IUP TV News.
That's all for this week. This is Trent Gross. Don't forget to check out our Instagram page. See you next week.